Hello there. In today's video, I am going to show you an alternative of Auto TTS. As you all know that Auto TTS is a paid app, so you have to give 600 rupees before you purchase it. And it is a TTS in which you can configure different TTS together so that it switches to another language automatically by detecting it. So now this TTS is for free, and this is actually a paid application. But what happens over here is it is working well for some time. Then after say 24 hours or so, what happens is it starts creating disturbance, like in middle of after reading 2 to 3 sentences or so, it will say please upgrade multilingual TTS. So now you must have understood that which TTS I'm talking about inside the app, and it is saying that again and again. So if you want, you can use this application by compromising a bit with it. Even though it is speaking some irritating things in the middle, we can compromise with the application and use it for free as well. So now let's see how to configure this TTS. The TTS is multilingual TTS. The first application you will get it on the Play Store when you search it. I am unable to give the link in the description box for this. So let's see.
One UI Home. Multilingual TTS.
I'll
Page.
click here.
Multilingual TTS. Multilingual TTS is not the default TTS on your system. No button. Double tap to activate.
First of all, it will come multilingual TTS is not the default engine on your device. You have to click no, because anyways you have to do the setup first and then you can make it the default text to speech, right? But if you do not if you click yes and you set it as your default text to speech engine first only, then you will have to do the setup anyways. So we will click no, complete the setup, and then set it as a default text to speech engine. So I'll click no.
Multilingual TTS. Text to speech settings.
Text to speech settings is there.
Languages I speak.
Languages I speak.
Arabic, English, Hindi, Marathi.
So now I had previously downloaded this text to speech, so it has already configured it for me.
Default language.
Default language.
Drop down list. Double tap to off. Always use default language for numbers and images. And drop down. Pop up window. Multilingual. Off. Always use languages settings. Button. Off. Always use default language for numbers and images. Can cause lag. Switch.
Now always
Double tap
use
to
default
toggle.
language for numbers and emojis is something that if any number or emoji will come in middle of the text that you are reading, it will use the default language that you have set to your TTS, that is for example English. So it will read the numbers in English only, even though it is a Hindi text or a Marathi text or whatever language text it is. It may cause lags, but for me it has worked pretty well. So I like to read the numbers in English only in any language. So I'll turn this on.
On.
Now
Language. Pitch.
pitch and all is there. Now we will go to languages settings.
Languages. Multilingual TTS. Multilingual languages settings. Drop down list. Arabic. Disabled.
Drop down list Arabic.
Language settings. Button.
We can do some
Double
settings
tap
language
to
here.
activate. Remove language.
We can
button.
remove the language.
Play a sample. Button.
We can play a sample and check.
Double
So we'll
tap
play.
to act.
So this is actually this is actually speak TTS, which I am currently unable to in Arabic. So I don't want this TTS.
TTS engine.
So I will select a different one.
Voice.
And voice also I'll select different
Drop
one.
down list. SPING.
SPING
Double
is
tap
there.
to
I'll
change.
select
Pop up window.
smart voice.
Checked. SPI. Google. Smart voice. RR Lila. Multilingual TTS. Drop down list. RR Lila.
And from here
Double
you can
tap to
change the
change.
voice as well. RR Leila is the voice. I will play the sample and check.
Drop vote TT. Play a sample.
هكذا تكلم العربية.
So this is in Arabic. I like this voice, so I'll set it to this one.
TT voice. Drop down list. English. Disabled.
Now English.
Language settings. Button.
We can do language
Double.
settings.
Remove language.
Remove
Button.
language.
Play a
We
sample.
can play a
Button.
sample. I'll play.
This is how I speak English.
Again, it is set to speak TTS. I'll set it to Samsung text to speech.
TTS. Voice. Drop down list. SBI. Pop up. Google. Voice. Smart voice. Comment. ETI. Samsung. NUSSMTF00. Multilingual. Drop down list. NUSSMTF00. Double tap to change.
Now from here you can change the voice. Now you can select any desired TTS which you want. Now I am selecting the TTSs which I want.
Drop vote TT. Play a sample.
I'll play
Button.
and check.
This is how I speak English.
So that is what I like, so I'll keep this only.
Vote. Drop down list. Hindi. Disabled.
Hindi, let's see.
Language settings. Button.
Language settings.
Remove language.
Remove
Button.
language.
Play a sample. Button.
Play a sample.
यह हिंदी में वाक्य संश्लेषण का एक उदाहरण है.
So this is again set to speak. I'll set it to Google.
TT voice. Drop down list. Hi. Drop. Pop up window. Checked. Google. Hi and X hi local. Multi voice.
Let's play and
TTS
check.
play a sample.
यह हिंदी में
TTS
वाक्य
engine.
संश्लेषण का एक उदाहरण है.
Okay, so I like this. I'll keep this only.
Voice. Drop down list. Marathi.
Let's see
Disabled.
for Marathi.
Language settings. Button.
I think
Double
that
tap
this
to
is also
activate.
set to speak TTS. So I'll again set this one to Google.
Remove language. Play a sample. TTS engine. Play a. हे मराठी बिल भाषण संश्लेषणाचे उदाहरण आहे. Voice. Drop down. Pop up. Google. MR and language.
Let's see
Multi.
now.
Vote. TT. Play a sample.
हे मराठीतील भाषण संश्लेषणाचे उदाहरण आहे.
So I want this. I'll keep this only.
TT. Voice. Drop down list. MR and language.
Okay.
Drop down list. Select the language to set up.
Now here select
Double
a
tap to
language to
change.
set up is there. Now here if you want to add a new language, for example, when you download this TTS for the first time, you only have English as your language, or you might as well have some other language. I had English when I downloaded for the first time. So I had English when I downloaded it for the first time. Now select a language to set up is there. Here I have to click. After clicking over here, I have to select a language. For example, if I had only English, so I wanted to select Hindi, for example. So I will select Hindi after clicking on this select a language to set up. After clicking on Hindi, I will select the voice as well as the TTS which I want, and that's it. So it is just like normal things. Now what happens is, now when you select a language, it chooses a text to speech engine whichever it thinks is the best. So it selects a text to speech engine for you, and it already sets itself up. So you can play a sample after selecting the language and check it which one it has selected, and then change the things according to your desire. So you can do whatever you like whichever TTS you want, you can set it to that. So that's it. That's how you can configure multilingual TTS. Now let's set it as a default text to speech engine and check how it works.
Talkback. Text. Preferred engine. Navigate up. Not checked. Radio button. Commentary. Not checked. Attend. Okay.
Preferred engine.
Checked. Radio button. Multilingual TTS. 4 of 8 in list 8.
So now multilingual TTS has been set as my default text to speech engine. Now as you all know, it will read English properly anyhow. So now I will go to YouTube and read a comment which was given by somebody in Hindi. So let's see whether the multilingual TTS reads it properly or not.
1 U. Tabasum. Google. Maps. YouTube. No connection. YouTube. Cat. Search. Cast. Search. Cat. YouTube. Videos you down. Search out of list. Shorts button. Home. Home. Search. Notification. Navigate up. But.
Okay, so now here there is a comment in Hindi. So now let's read that comment and see whether this is this text to speech is reading Hindi or not.
Act. Vishal Kumar comment. Navigate up button out of list. Comments. Double tap. More options. Comments on what Sullivan Light. Remember to keep community highlighted comment. Vishal Kumar. 3 days ago.
आपको हिंदी नहीं आती है क्या? एक
Reply. Double tap to activate.
So now that is how it is working. So it is reading Hindi text as we saw.
Vishal Kumar. Like button. Reply. Heart. Action. 1 reply from guidance for the blind. Double tap to activate.
So now let's see whether it reads the reply or not.
Replies. Navigate. More comment on Vishal Kumar. Vishal Kumar. Like button. Reply. Heart. Action. Add a reply. Guidance for the blind. 3 days ago.
मुझे पता है कि हिंदी में कैसे बोलें।
Double tap to activate.
So that is how it is reading Hindi as well. So in the same way, it will be reading other languages
As
as
screen
well.
show record button. Double tap to activate.
It will be reading other languages as well, which you set it to. So if you have set French or Canadian or any other language, it is going to read that language successfully. But the requirement is that you should have other TTSs in your phone, and those TTSs should have the voice data of the language which you want to speak in installed already. So that is the condition on which this TTS will work properly. So this was it for today's video. Until next time, bye bye.
Hi everyone. If you like my video, so please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any doubt, then you can write it in the comments section down below. I will try to answer it soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.